Hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. So today we are starting example number 5 from exercise 4.1. In this example, we are finding combined equation of pair of lines passing through the origin, each of which making an angle of 30 degree with the line 3x plus 2y is equals to 11. So one line is given to us, 3x plus 2y is equal to 11. So let us suppose that this will be, say, line 3x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. And what is our question? Find out the combined equation of pair of lines passing through the origin. So here we have considered these two lines which passes through what? Origin, and making how much angle? 30 degree with this line. Means making an angle of 30 degree with this line, making an angle of what? 30 degree. Okay, already we have shown the given condition in the figure that these lines passing through the origin makes an angle of 30 degree with which line? 3x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. Now we have to find out combined equation of these two lines which are passing through the origin. The method which you are applying to solve this example, the same method is applicable if this angle 30 degree is replaced by what? 45 degree. Instead of 30 degree, if this angle is 45 degree, at that time also we are using same method, and same method is applicable if this angle is 60 degree. Means the line passing through the origin makes an angle of 60 degree with this line. But what happen if this angle is 60 degree? If this angle and this angle is 60 degree, means we can say that third angle of the triangle is also what? 60 degree, because we know that sum of three angle will be equals to what? 180 degree. बोले तो ये ट्रायंगल क्या बनेगा फिर? ये एंगल दोनों 60 डिग्री के होंगे तो ये triangle equilateral triangle बनेगा because all the three angles are of 60 degree. In such cases, question can be asked in this way: find the combined equation of pair of line passing through the origin and making an equilateral triangle with this line. अब line का equation change भी किया तो भी मेथड वही अप्लाई करनी है जो हम ये एग्जांपल में अप्लाई करने वाले. मीन्स होप यू हैव गॉट इट. व्हाटएवर मे बी द इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन, सो इफ द एंगल मेड बाय द लाइन पासिंग थ्रू द ओरिजिन इज आइदर 30 डिग्री और 45 डिग्री और 60 डिग्री, एट दैट टाइम सेम मेथड वी आर अप्लाइंग. सिंस एंगल इज गिवन टू अस, एंगल बिटवीन टू लाइन इज गिवन टू अस, मीन्स वी हैव टू यूज द फॉर्मूला ऑफ एंगल बिटवीन टू लाइन्स. व्हाट इज दैट फॉर्मूला? tan theta is equal to m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2. To apply this formula, we will require slope of two lines. So let us denote the slope of line passing through the origin by what? m1. So here our supposition is, let m1 be the slope of line, passing through origin, and making angle how much angle? 30 degree. Making angle 30 degree with which line? With the line. What is the equation of line here? 3x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. So the line passing through the origin, we have denoted its slope by what? m1. Now denote the slope of this given line by m2, and m2 is equal to, what is the slope of this line? If the equation of line is in general form, at that time its slope is what? Minus a by b. So minus a means coefficient of x and b means what? Coefficient of y. So minus 3 by 2 is slope of line. Which line? 3x plus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. So well, slope of first line we have denoted by m1, slope of second line we have denoted by what? m2, where m1 is nothing but slope of our required line which passes through the origin and making an angle of 30 degree with this line. So here theta is known to us, so that's why we are applying the formula that tan theta is equal to mod of m1 minus m2 upon 1 plus m1 into m2. Now remaining part is just to substitute the value on this side. Replace this theta by what? Its value 30 degree is equal to m1 is unknown value which we have to find out, because m1 is the slope of line passing through the origin. Now we are replacing m2 by its value. What is the value of m2? Minus 3 by 2. So replace m2 by minus 3 by 2. In the denominator 1 keep it as it is, plus m1 also as it is. Again replace m2 by minus 3 by 2. Just we have substituted the value of what? m2 here, and here theta we are replacing by what? 30 degree. Now solve this equation. On the left hand side, tan 30 can be replaced by its value 1 by root 3, and on the right hand side, to eliminate these 2 from the denominator, we are multiplying to numerator and denominator by 2. Let us see what we'll get if we are multiplying to numerator by 2. So first term will be 2m1. If we are multiplying here by 2, we will get 2m1. Here minus into minus will become plus, and if we are multiplying by 2, 2 will get cancelled, means remaining term is here 3. And in the denominator, if we are multiplying by 2, see what we'll get. Here we will get 2 plus into minus. Observe here, plus into minus will become minus, and if we are multiplying by 2 will get cancelled. So here remaining term will be 3m1. So minus 3m1. After multiplying to numerator and denominator by 2 and simplifying, we will get this expression. Now we are squaring both sides. Square on both sides. Let us see what we will get if we are squaring both sides. On this side we will get 1 by 3. On this side we will get 2m1 plus 3 whole bracket square, and in the denominator we will get 2 minus 3m1 whole bracket square. Just simply we are squaring both sides. Okay, so value inside the mod is either positive or what? Negative. But if we are squaring, square of positive term is also positive and square of negative term is also what? Positive. So not necessary to put mod here. So now this term will get multiplied on this side. So 2 minus 3m1 whole bracket square, keep it as it is, and 3 will get multiplied on this side. 2m1 plus 3 whole bracket square. Now find out its expansion using the identity a minus b whole bracket square. So a square means 4 minus 2ab means 12m1 plus b square means square of 3m1 will be 9m1 square. On this side 3, keep it as it is. Let us find out its expansion. So 4m1 square plus 2ab. 2ab means here we will get 12m1 plus b square. B square means square of 3 is 9. So which is equal to, now I am multiplying by 3 to all the terms in this bracket. 3 4s are 12. 12m1 square. 3 into 12 is 36. 36m1, and 3 into 9 will be equals to 27. On this side keep all the term as it is. 4 minus 12m1 plus 9m1 square. So this implies that if you'll observe here, coefficient of m1 square is greater on this side comparatively to left hand side. So we are collecting all these terms on this side. So 12m1 square minus 9m1 square will be equals to 3m1 square. Then collect the terms of m1. 36 and minus 12 on this side will become plus 12. 36 plus 12 will be equals to 48m1. Lastly collect the constant term. 27, keep it as it is, plus 4 on this side will become minus 4. 27 minus 4 will be equals to 23 is equal to 0. Now what is m1 here? M1 is the slope of line which passes through what? Origin. And we know that if line passes through origin, at that time its equation is what? Y is equal to mx. Constant term is absent, means this implies that m is equal to what? Y by x. So if we are taking x on this side, we will get the value of m. M is slope of line passing through the origin, and its value will become what? Y by x. Here we have got the equation in terms of m in terms of slope, means we can say that this is auxiliary equation. Now we are trying to convert this equation in terms of what? X and y. So give the reason here. Since m1 is slope of line passing through origin, that's why we can say that value of m1 will be equals to what? Y by x. Just now we have seen how we have got this value. So now replace m1 by y by x. So what we'll get? This implies that 3 keep it as it is. If m1 is y by x, then m1 square will become what? Y square upon x square plus 48, keep it as it is. Again I am replacing m1 by its value y by x plus 23 is equal to 0, keep it as it is. Now observe, what is the LCM of x and x square? Will be x square. So we are multiplying both sides by x square. See what we'll get. So here we will get 3y square. If I am multiplying here by x square, x and 1x will get cancelled, means we will get 48xy, and if I am multiplying here by x square, we will get 23x square, and if we are multiplying on this side by x square, 0 into x square will become what? 0. So whenever we are writing the equation in standard form, first write down the term of x square. So this implies that, see what result we are getting, 23x square, keep the middle term as it is, 48xy plus what? 3y square is equal to 0, and we can say that this is our required combined equation. This is required combined equation, and question is also to find out what? Combined equation of pair of lines passing through the origin. Why we are saying that this is required combined equation? Because m1 is what? Slope of a line passing through the origin, and we have also to find out what? Combined equation of line passing through the origin making an angle of 30 degree. Here m1 is the slope of line passing through the origin and making an angle of what? 30 degree with this line. Using the given condition, we have got one equation in terms of what? m1, where m1 is what? Slope of line passing through the origin, and our required equation is also what? Slope of line passing through the origin. So in this equation, if we are replacing m1 by y by x, whatever may be the joint equation we have got, it represent what? It represent this equation we have got from this equation, and m1 is what? Slope of line passing through the origin making an angle of 30 degree. How many possible such lines we are getting here? 2 lines. So that's why we can say that this is our required combined equation. So hope the method is clear to you. Whatever may be the method we have used here, same method is applicable if 30 degree is replaced by what? 40 degree, 45 degree. अगर यहाँ पे 45 डिग्री आ गया तो यहाँ पे 45 डिग्री आएगा, मेथड विल बी द सेम. अभी लाइन का इक्वेशन जैसे जैसे चेंज करेंगे आप, वैसे इसका स्लोप चेंज होते जाएगा. गेटिंग इट? एंड इफ दिस एंगल विल बी इक्वल टू 60 डिग्री, एट दैट टाइम क्वेश्चन कैन आल्सो बी आस्क्ड इन दिस वे, फाइंड द कंबाइंड इक्वेशन ऑफ लाइन पासिंग थ्रू द ओरिजिन एंड फॉर्मिंग एन इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल. अगर ऐसे एग्जांपल पूछा गया तो यहाँ पे आपको इक्विलैटरल ट्रायंगल बोले तो मेकिंग एन हाउ मच एंगल? 60 डिग्री. Is it clear? So if this angle is equilateral, means each angle will be equals to what? 60 degree. By taking theta is equal to 60 degree, you have to solve this example. So well, now observe the next example, question number 6. In this case, it is given to us that angle between the lines represented by this first homogeneous equation is equal to angle between the lines represented by this second homogeneous equation. Using this condition, we have to prove that 100 h square minus ab is equal to a plus b whole bracket square. So hope the question is clear to you. How many homogeneous equations are given to us? 2 homogeneous equation. So this is first equation. If we are denoting the angle between the line represented by this equation by theta 1 and angle between the line represented by this second homogeneous equation by theta 2, then what is given condition? Theta 1 and theta 2 are what? Equal. It is given condition that angle between the line represented by first homogeneous equation is equal to angle between the line represented by second homogeneous equation. So from this first equation, we will try to find out one equation in terms of what? Angle, and then using second equation again we will find out one equation in terms of what? Angle. Here if we are denoting angle by theta 2, means we will get new equation in terms of what? Theta 2. And lastly we will use the given condition that these two angles are what? Equal. Using that condition, let us see how we are able to get our required result. So I am denoting angle between the line represented by this equation by theta 1. So let theta 1 be the angle between lines represented by equation. Which equation? Represented by equation ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. So let us denote it by equation. Okay, so we have denoted angle between the lines represented by first equation by theta 1. So therefore tan theta 1, we have one formula to find out angle between the lines represented by homogeneous equation. What is that formula? 2 under root h square minus ab upon a plus b. In this way we have got the value of tan theta 1. Let us denote it by equation number first. Now consider the second equation and denote the angle between the line represented by this equation by theta 2. Let theta 2 be the angle between lines represented by equation. What is the second equation? 2x square minus 5xy plus 3y square is equal to 0. So therefore value of tan theta 2 is equals to, here to find out the angle, here to find out the value of tan theta 2 we have to apply same formula. So what result we will get here? 2 under root h square. So observe this equation. From this equation we will come to know that minus 5 is the value of 2h, means h is equal to what? Minus 5 by 2. So I am replacing h by here minus 5 by 2. Keep this whole bracket square as it is, minus a into b. A is 2, b is 3. So 2 into 3 upon what? A plus b. A plus b means 2 plus 3. So 2 plus 3. Just we have substituted the value in this formula from this equation. Let us simplify it and let us see what value of tan theta 2 we are getting here. So therefore tan theta 2 is equals to, here in the denominator 2 plus 3 is 5. So keep this 2 by 5 as it is. So here first term is 2 by 5 into, and in the root let us see what we will get here. What is square of minus 5 by 2? It's 25 upon 4. Keep this minus as it is, and 2 into 3 will become what? 6. So which is equal to 2 by 5, keep it as it is, into, let us see what we'll get if we are taking here cross multiplication. So 4 into 6 is 24. 25 minus 24 will be 1 by 4. So which is equal to 2 by 5, keep it as it is, into, its square root will be equals to 1 by 2. Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 4 is 2. After cancelling 2 and 2, what is the remaining term? 1 by 5. And what is mod of 1 by 5 will be equals to 1 by 5. This is nothing but value of what? Tan theta 2. Let us denote it by equation number second. Now we are using given condition. So here theta 1 is equals to theta 2. It is given in our example. What is the given condition? Angle between the line represented by first equation is equal to the angle between the line represented by this second equation. Here angle we have denoted by theta 1, here angle we have denoted by theta 2, and it is given to us that these two angles are equal. But if you will observe our available equation, equation first and equation second are in terms of what? Tan. That's why we are taking tan on both sides. So tan theta 1 is equal to what? Tan theta 2. If these angles are equal, so if we are taking tan on both sides, till equality remains as it is. From equation number first, we are replacing tan theta 1 by its value. What is its value? 2 under root h square minus ab upon a plus b, and on this side keep this 1 by 5 as it is. Now if we have got one equation in terms of a, b and h, and our required result is also in terms of a, b and h, but if you will observe required result, root does not appear in this equation. So to eliminate this root, we are squaring both sides. So square on both sides. Let us see what we will get if we are squaring both sides. We get on this side square of 2 will be equals to 4. Square of under root h square minus ab will be equals to h square minus ab, and in the denominator square of a plus b will be a plus b whole bracket square, and not necessary to write down the mod because value in the mod is either positive or what? Negative, but its square is always what? Positive. अगर इसकी value positive है तो भी square positive आएगा, and square of negative value is also what? Positive. On this side square of 1 by 5 will be equals to 1 by 25. Let us simplify it. 25 will get multiplied on this side. So 25 into 4 will be equals to what? 100. So this implies that on the left hand side 25 into 4 will become 100 h square minus ab, and on the left hand side a plus b whole bracket square into 1 will be equals to what? A plus b whole bracket square. And check whether is it our required result. In this way we have got the required result, that 100 h square minus ab is equal to a plus b whole bracket square. Now see the question number 7. In this example, we are finding combined equation of line passing through the origin and each of making an angle of 60 degree with the y-axis. So we are finding combined equation of pair of lines passing through the origin and making how much angle? 60 degree with the y-axis. So let us suppose that this will be say y-axis, and these are two lines passing through the origin and making how much angle? 60 degree. So first line also makes angle 60 degree with which axis? Y-axis, and this second line also makes an angle 60 degree. So angle made by this second line with what? Y-axis is also what? 60 degree. Means these are our two lines which passes through the origin and makes how much angle? 60 degree with which axis? Y-axis. And question is to find out combined equation of these two lines. So using the given condition, if we are able to find out inclination of these two lines, inclinations are known to us, then we are able to find out slope of the line. And once the slope of line is known to us, then the line passing through the origin, equation of line passing through the origin can be found out applying this formula y is equal to mx. Means to apply this formula we will require value of slope, and to find out value of slope we will require inclination. Again let us revise the definition of inclination. Inclination means what? Angle made by the line with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction, isn't it? So here if we can observe that this total angle is 90 degree and this angle is 60 degree. If we are excluding this angle 60 degree, then this angle will become what? 30 degree. तो ये एंगल कितना होगा? 30. ये टोटल एंगल 90 है, उसमें से 60 डिग्री छोड़ दो तो ये एंगल कितना मिलेगा? 30 डिग्री. Means we can observe that this 30 degree is the angle made by first line with positive direction of x-axis. Means we can say that this is inclination of first line. Now let us try to find out inclination of second line. Here we can observe that this total angle will be equals to what? 90 degree, और 90 में ये 60 include करेंगे तो हमें क्या मिलेगा? 90 plus 60 is 150. Means this 150 degree is the angle made by this second line. 90 यहाँ तक का एंगल हो गया 90 plus 60 will be equals to 150. This is the angle made by this second line with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Means we can say that inclination of second line is equals to how much? 150 degree. All these values or these inclinations we are getting from the given condition. So write down here inclination of lines passing through what? Passing through the origin. Passing through origin and making angle 60 degree with y-axis are what? 30 degree and 150 degrees respectively. So we can observe that this inclination is 30 degree and inclination of second line is what? 50 degree. Once the inclinations are known to us, let us try to find out slope of line. So therefore slope of lines are, so let us denote slope of first line by m1. m1 is equal to tan 30, and slope of second line denoted by m2. Its value is m2 is equal to what? Tan 150, because inclination of second line is 150 degrees. So m1 will be equals to, we know that tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. Value of m1 is known to us. Now we are trying to find out value of what? m2. So m2 will be equals to, tan keep it as it is 150. Can I write it as 180 divided by 30? Yes, 150 can be written as 180 divided by 30. And we know that tan 180 means pi. Tan pi minus theta is equals to minus tan theta. Theta is how much here? 30 degree. Minus, keep it as it is. We know that tan 30 is equal to 1 by root 3. Means what is the value of slope of second line? Is minus 1 by root 3. Once the slope of both the lines are known to us, find the equation of these two lines. So therefore equation of lines are, so y is equal to m1x is the equation of second line, and y is equal to m2x will be the equation of second line. Y is equal to m1x and y is equal to m2x are the equation of the lines. Now substitute the value of m1. So m1 is equal to 1 by root 3. X, keep it as it is. Here also replace m2 by its value minus 1 upon root 3. X, keep it as it is. Root 3 into y will be equals to root 3y is equal to x. And here we will get root 3y is equals to, on this side remaining term is what? Minus x. So plus root 3y on this side will become minus root 3y. X minus root 3y is equal to 0 is the equation of first line. And here minus x on this side will become plus x, means x plus root 3y is equal to 0 is the equation of second line. Once the equation of both the lines is known to us, to find out combined equation we have to take their multiplication. So we can say that therefore required combined equation is, just simply take the multiplication of these two equations, x minus root 3y into x plus root 3y is equal to 0. Here we can observe that the terms are in the form of a minus b into a plus b. And what is the product of a minus b into a plus b? According to identity, its value is equal to a square minus b square. A square means square of x is x square, minus b square means square of root 3y. On this side 0, keep it as it is. So therefore x square, keep it as it is, minus also as it is. Square of root 3 is 3 and square of y is what? Y square. In this way we have got required combined equation. So this is combined equation of pair of lines passing through the origin and making an how much angle? 60 degree with the y-axis. In this way we have completed second exercise. In the next video we will discuss next part of this chapter, that is general equation of second degree in x and y.